Hey party people. I haven't talked about it a ton on this channel, but I really love journaling, and stationery has been a huge focus for me. It makes me more productive, it gives me a sense of clarity, and it lets me have a way to creatively express myself. If you didn't know, I started out as a film major. That's what my undergrad degree is in. You wouldn't know from my channel because I've really tried to keep this very minimal. I really like kind of this raw style of my videos. I don't want them to be too overproduced because the type of content that I like watching on YouTube is always the underproduced stuff. When it's that Mr. Beast zoom cuts and all kinds of motion graphics and all kinds of crap getting in the way, I think it just gets in the way of the realness. I miss old YouTube. I miss stuff like Chef John. Chef John is still around and he still does his thing the way he always did it. And that's the type of YouTube that I like. That's what I grew up with. I miss old Instagram when it was just people doing check-ins and showing badly lit pictures of crappy food. I miss authenticity in YouTube. So that's what I'm trying to aim for. That's why my videos aren't overly edited and overproduced. And that's what I'm going with. And in that same vein, I love analog creativity and I love analog organization. And a lot of that has to do with my notebook system. So I want to introduce you to 4 different ways that I like to organize and create. I have the one I've gone over a million times before, which is my Lochby Field Folio. I have my Keep, Gift, Donate, Sell notebook that you can buy in my merch store. I have the Studio Neat Panobook, that's my favorite notebook. And then I just have a basic planner that I like to use for my appointments and my homework and things like that I want to achieve on a date basis. So starting with this Keep, Gift, Donate, Sell notebook, this is the one that I sell on my store. It has the 4 boxes on the front with the Keep, Gift, Donate, Sell. It has this nice, really soft, kind of rubberized cover. I don't know, it just feels really nice, really smooth. It's got the visionswell logo on the back. And this is the one that lives in my office. It lives in my office, it lives on my filming table, and it's just a place that I keep notes about the videos that I'm doing. Because I can't remember all these specs off the top of my head, when I go to do a video on a bag that I've recently reviewed or recently spent time with, I like to keep a lot of the notes in here. You can see my Orbit Key Daily Tote System. It has the weight in both ounces and grams. It's got a couple of different notes about the materials, the specs, the dimensions. It's got some of the features that I want to talk about. And this notebook is absolutely filled with all of the different ways. So if I wanted to test pens and I wrote out visionswell, if I had stuff about the pouch trio, there's all kinds of different work that I've done in this notebook. And it's the perfect size to keep in my studio to just keep little notes about the products that I'm doing videos on. So I remember what to talk about. I remember their price, their dimensions, their materials, and it's a dot grade matrix inside. So it's really easy to write on a straight line. But if I want to just draw or doodle or something, I have that ability too. And I use this thing every day. So this is a huge part of my organizational system that I like to use. And I have all these different pens here. These are some of my favorite pens. I've got the CountyCom Embassy pen in Ultem, in polycarbonate, in carbon, as well as in stainless steel. I've got my little Allet wallet pen for when I need that. On the other side, I've got some bolt action pens. I have some highlighters, some Sharpie S gels, pencils. I have some calligraphy pens. I have all kinds of different stuff that I keep in this little Maxpedition pouch, and I just keep it on my desktop, and then I have access to all the pens that I might need. So let's say I'm reviewing something new. Let's go a little bit through here. You can see I've used this quite a bit. It's got all kinds of notes in here on all types of the products that I've reviewed. And it's just been a really useful notebook overall. Look at how much is in here. I mean, I'm almost through this thing. So if I wanted to take one of my favorite pens, which would be the CountyCom Ultem Embassy pen, we could start writing. And this one just unscrews. It's that nice Ultem material. And I can just write product X. Just a made up product here. Let's say it costs $99. I want to put the materials. It's a 1080D ballistic nylon. And yes, I'm left-handed for those who are curious. I could put that it measures in at 12 by 15 by 4 inches. I could put some of the features. Has a nice luggage pass-through. And this is the process that I go through every day when I'm filming a video and I need to take some notes on it. And then I just keep this off screen. And as I'm filming, I can look over and see the little details that I need to mention in the video. So it's a really helpful place to keep all that information. And that's basically what I use this notebook for, is all my filming stuff. Or it's also a nice notebook to have on hand in my office if I'm on the computer and I need to write something down real quick or just remember something. Just a really easy way to organize things in one little scratch notebook. Next up, we have the Panobook from Studio Neat. And I love this thing because it allows you to put it in front of your keyboard, on your desk, and you're able to take notes. I use this a lot for school because I do virtual schooling. So I put this in front of my notebook and I'm able to kind of write my notes right in front of my keyboard. I don't have to move a bunch of stuff around my desk or awkwardly turn to the side. I just have a place to keep all my notes. And the other thing that I use this for constantly is to keep track of all the different stuff that I have. So when I talk about the Keep, Gift, Donate, Sell framework, that's exactly what I use this for. So I go through and I make myself a little graph here. And I put what the name of the item is, the date I bought it, and then if it goes into Keep, Gift, Donate, or Sell. So let's say we're talking about the Lochby. I don't remember when I bought it, so I'll just put January 26. And this definitely goes in the keep pile. And then this allows me to know, I usually put like today's date over here. So today is the 24th. And then I'm able to know how long ago I bought this item and whether it goes in my Keep, Gift, Donate, or Sell pile. So what I typically do is I buy an item and then I wait 1 year and I decide, is it still a keep? Do I want to move it into gift, donate, or sell? And then what's today's date so I know that it's been a year? So let's say this Lochby was one thing that I didn't want to keep and I had it for a year and I realized I never use it, I never think about it, I never care about it. Then I would move it into the gift, donate, or sell pile. So I would donate it if someone in need could use it and it was unused. I would gift it if it was unused and I could give it to someone I know as a gift. Or I would sell it if I could get a little bit of value still out of it, like a backpack or sling or something. I might be able to recoup some of my loss there. So that's how I keep my possessions very minimal. So even though I'm a product reviewer and sometimes I'm sent gear, I buy a lot of gear, I also gift, donate, and sell 99% of it. I keep very little. Everything I own can fit in this office other than the furniture in my house and the stuff that's in my kitchen. So I really keep my possessions extremely minimal, and that's really been a part of my practical minimalism, my essentialism, and this system is how I do it. I think about everything, I wait a year, if I've never used it, if I don't care about it, I gift, donate, or sell it. And this notebook helps me keep track of that. I'm able to make these little graphs out. It's a really good little notebook for keeping notes in general, for school or things like that. Because of the way it fits on your desk at head of your keyboard, it's just a really great notebook, and it also has that dot grid matrix. And the dot grid is what I prefer because it's not as prescriptive as lines, but it still allows you to organize and line things up on the page. So I really suggest this notebook if you're looking for a nice horizontal kind of landscape notebook. I have not found a better one. The paper is great, and it's just a really nice overall notebook. And then moving on, we have another kind of utilitarian book that I use. And this is just a regular planner, but I like that it's in landscape. I use this constantly for when I'm doing any kind of video where I need to organize it. Like when I was doing a video for hiking, this was an example of all the different hiking stuff that I wanted to include in my backpack. And then I also just fill this out every week with the date. And then every day of the week, I can say, like, if I have homework due one day for one of my classes. I'm taking 4 classes this semester in grad school, so it's been a little bit hard to keep up with everything. But as long as I fill this out every week, then I'm really able to keep myself organized. So I like to use this for my homework. I like to fill this out every week at the beginning of the week. And then I know what's ahead of me, what videos I want to film. If I wanted to film vid 2 here, vid 1 there, vid 3, whatever. I like to list the YouTube videos I'm planning to shoot, my homework, any appointments I have. And I know you can do this on your phone, you can do this on Google Calendar, but writing it out really helps me cement the idea in my head. It really helps me know that this is the week ahead. I'm writing it in here. I'm getting that kind of tactile feel to the work I'm doing. So I know that everything is in its place. I've accounted for it. I've written it down and I've added it to my active memory. So it's a really good exercise when you're doing things, not just to add it to your calendar with reminders. That's really helpful, and I do that too. But this makes me know with touch, feel, sight, everything about writing on the page, everything that's going to happen in the following week. So I highly suggest you get yourself a planner, and then you can fill it out to your heart's content, and it helps you stay organized, but also puts this into your active long-term memory. Because the more you write it down, you add it to your phone, you add it here, you write it out, you actively remember it, you actively think about it, and it helps me have a lot better recall when it comes to tasks that are coming up. So I highly suggest you pick up a planner. I just particularly like this landscape one, so it's a great option for you. And then all 3 of these notebooks are ones that live in my office and live in my house, so they don't really travel with me. They just stay here. This stays at my desk, this stays near my desk, and this stays on my filming desk. And in that system, I have all my notes for the videos I'm gonna do. I have my Keep, Give, Donate, Sell, as well as any school notes that I wanna write down. Then I have all my homework, appointments, and videos that I'm shooting in here. So these 3 notebooks live at home, but they work extremely well in my setup, and I find myself kind of lost without this system here. And then with the Lochby, you have this nice wax canvas little zipper pouch. This does travel with me. This goes in my sling bag, my backpack, my messenger bag, my tote. It comes with me. It's my journaling system on the go. And it's so nice that you can hold so much in here. So recently I've switched to these Field Notes notebooks. I love that they have the national parks on them. It's very inspiring to me. So not only do I have the ones that live on these little elastic bands on here, because there's multiple elastic bands, and then you also have these little page keepers here that you can show and save your section that you're working on, pull it through the little notebook there, and then you have kind of a bookmark to go where you need to. And it's nice that these are kept in here. So I have one Field Notes, and then I have a larger look term notebook, and then there's plenty of slots in here to fill extra notebooks. So I've got one extra Field Notes notebook here, and I've got one extra here. As far as my writing implements, my favorite pen of all time is the Studio Neat Mark I. Super clicky. I love the way this thing clicks. It's metal, feels great in the hand. It's a little bit thick, and it's just a beauty to write with. Then I have a Write-Tech pen as well, and this one writes really beautifully, and it's a lot more inexpensive than the Studio Neat, and it's just as good. Then I have a fine tip Sharpie, a regular Sharpie, and a highlighter. Regular Sharpie is good if I want to do any kind of thick outlines. The thin one is good if I want to do any thin outlines or sketches of any kind. And what I use these notebooks for, these 2 Field Notes that are in the slots are just spares for when this one runs out. This is like my scratch notebook. So when I'm on the go, I'll write the date down in the top corner here. So 1/24/2026. And then I'm able to write all my scratch notes for the day. What's my to-do list? What's on my mind? If I have any kind of quotes, if I have any random ideas, if I want to write down someone's phone number, if I need to remember something like a password or anything like that, I'd write it in this book. These are all my scratch notes. There's no particular rhyme or reason to it. It's just whatever comes to mind. I like to have this. And a lot of times I might even pop this out and keep this one in my pocket so that I don't have to unzip this every time. It reduces the friction, allows me to have access to this little notebook. It can fit in my back pocket, fit in my side pocket, and I just pop a pen with it, and I'm able to take notes anywhere I go. I love having easy access to a way to take notes, and this little guy is perfect. These Field Notes ones are absolutely perfect size for me. And I've got some other national park ones here, and I just love that they have the natural scenes on the front. It feels inspiring to me. It reminds me of why I'm doing an analog organization system. So I really love having these little nature-based national park notebooks to use. And this one, like I said, is for all of my rough drafts and things like that, random ideas, random thoughts, sketches, doodles, whatever I want to do. This is a great little notebook to use anytime I need to write scratch notes. Then I like to have a final draft notebook, and that's what this look term is for. This has absolutely beautiful paper, and this is just blank pages. But when I need to write my final draft of my notes, if I want to write an exact quote that I want to reference back to, if I want anything that I want to keep in an archive, it goes in here. And a lot of times I will take this notebook and type it into Google Docs later so that I'm able to keep that stuff digitally as well. I'm a backup fiend. I always think of the 3-2-1 backup method, which is 3 different backups, 2 in your home and 1 off site. So this would be one of the backups that I keep with me. So I have a hard copy backup, I'd have a cloud backup, and if it's something really important, I may print it out and keep it in like a safety deposit box or something like that. If it's something I really don't want to lose, it's intellectual property, or it's something like that. In the scratch notebook, sometimes I'll write poetry, sometimes I'll write prose, sometimes I'll journal, sometimes I'll just do a to-do list, sometimes it'll just be random scratch brainstorming notes or doodles. And then the final draft one is great for like the final version of everything I'm working on. If I need a clean, easy to read version that's easy to refer back to, I may put little tabs on here so I can refer back to the pages, put a bookmark. I number the pages typically so that I can reference back to it. A lot of times I'll even make a little index in here at the back, and then I know what pages refer to what things. It's always good to have a scratch book as well as a final draft notebook, and that's what this look term is for. And I absolutely love this little journal holder. Like I said, a lot of times I will take the field notes one out and just keep it in my pocket so it's easy to reference. And then at the end of the day, or when I'm relaxing in a cafe, a library, or a classroom somewhere, I can take that field notes notebook out, write everything I want to keep in a final archive in here, and then I have a final draft of the notes that I want to keep. And this system for me works perfectly. I have a place for random brainstorms. I have a place to store and archive useful information. Then at home, I have a scratch notebook and a reference point for my videos. I have an organizational daily planner with dates, with all of my appointments, my homework, and things I need to remember on a date-time format. Then I have a place to do my more minimalist thinking when it comes to keep, give, donate, sell, what items I have, what I want to get rid of, as well as just taking generalized notes when I'm in class. And then all of that can be put into a Google Doc, or if I need specific notes from that, maybe I'll put it in this final draft. And I just have a system of a couple different notebooks and all of the pens that I enjoy using the most, and everything works in tandem. So this system works absolutely beautifully for me. I'm not saying that it's a one-size-fits-all. It depends on your lifestyle, what type of work you do. But for me, the idea of having a scratch notebook at home, a more finalized and intentional notebook at home, a planning notebook, and then on the go, having a scratch notebook as well as a final draft notebook, and all of your favorite writing implements, no matter whether you're at home or if you're on the go, you have really joyous pens, pencils, things to write with that you enjoy writing with. And it really encourages you to journal, to take notes, to document, and to do more actively writing with your hand instead of just always reaching for your phone or a laptop. So this system has really provided me a lot of clarity, a lot of organization, and it's really inspired me to do more creatively. So if you have any other suggestions for ways that I could organize my work better, or you have any comments on the way that I organize things, you like it, you don't like it, you have other pens, notebooks that you'd like to recommend, please leave a comment below. If you want to check out any of the gear that I've decided not to keep, please check out my eBay link. If you want to pick up any of my merch, like this really nice Keep, Give, Donate, Sell notebook, my Odessa mugs, any of my hats or apparel or laptop sleeves, please check out my merch link. Please like, comment, and subscribe in general because it helps the channel out a lot. And with all that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.